Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to use the Lasso tool in Photoshop. This tool is an essential part of Photoshop's selection tools, allowing you to isolate specific parts of an image. It's a great way to work on different areas of your photo independently, and it's very easy to use. Whether you're a beginner or looking for a refresher, this step-by-step guide will walk you through everything you need to know. To start, open Photoshop and load the image you want to edit. The Lasso tool is located in the Tools panel on the left-hand side of the screen. If you're not sure where to find it, it's the third tool from the top. You'll see an icon that looks like a lasso or a loop of rope. If you prefer shortcuts, you can press the L key on your keyboard to select it instantly. The Lasso tool isn't just one tool. It actually includes three types: the standard lasso tool, the polygonal lasso tool, and the magnetic lasso tool. Each of these tools has unique features and is designed for different kinds of tasks. In this tutorial, I'll go over all three types and show you practical examples of how to use them. Let's begin with the standard lasso tool. This is the most basic and straightforward version of the tool. It lets you draw freehand selections around the part of the image you want to isolate. Simply click and hold your mouse, then drag it around the area you want to select. For example, I'm using the standard lasso tool to select the beak of an eagle in this image. As you drag, you can create any shape you like. This is different from tools like the rectangular or elliptical marquee tools, which only let you select geometric shapes like rectangles or circles. The Lasso tool is perfect when you need more flexibility, such as selecting an object with an irregular shape. Once you've finished drawing your selection, release the mouse button. Photoshop will create a selection outline around the area you drew. If you make a mistake or want to start over, you can press Ctrl+D on Windows or Command+D on Mac to deselect the current selection. Alternatively, clicking anywhere outside the selection will also clear it. Now, let's talk about refining your selection. At the top of the screen, you'll see some options that let you adjust your selection. For example, if you want to add more to your selection, click on the Add to Selection icon. Then, draw a new area, and Photoshop will add it to your current selection. If you want to remove part of your selection, click on the Subtract from Selection icon. Then, draw around the area you want to exclude, and it will be removed. There's also an option called Intersect with Selection. This allows you to create a new selection that only includes the overlapping parts of your current selection. These tools are incredibly useful when you're working on complex images and need to refine your work. Next, let's move on to the Polygonal Lasso tool. This tool is perfect for selecting areas with straight edges, like buildings, geometric shapes, or objects with angular features. To use it, select the Polygonal Lasso tool from the Tools panel or by right-clicking on the Lasso tool and choosing it from the drop-down menu. With the Polygonal Lasso tool, you create a selection by clicking to place points. Each click adds a point, and Photoshop connects them with straight lines. For example, I'm using the Polygonal Lasso tool to select the wing of the eagle in this image. I start by clicking at one corner of the wing, then clicking along the edges to outline the shape. You can take your time and place the points as accurately as you need. When you're finished, return to the starting point and click to close the shape. If you're in a hurry, you can press Enter to complete the selection instead. To make your selection look smoother or more natural, you can use the Feather option. This is located at the top of the screen. The Feather option softens the edges of your selection by blending it with the surrounding area. This is especially useful when you're working with soft or textured surfaces like feathers or fur. Finally, let's discuss the Magnetic Lasso tool. This tool is great for selecting objects with well-defined edges, such as a person, an animal, or a product. To use it, select the Magnetic Lasso tool from the same drop-down menu as the other lasso tools. The Magnetic Lasso tool works by automatically snapping to the edges of objects as you move your mouse. Start by clicking near the edge of the object you want to select. Then move your mouse along the outline of the object. Photoshop will detect the edges and place anchor points automatically. For example, I'm using the magnetic lasso tool to outline the body of the eagle. Notice how it follows the curves and edges without me needing to click constantly. This tool can save you a lot of time when you're working with objects that have clear boundaries. If the magnetic lasso tool places a point in the wrong spot, you can press the delete key to remove it. You can also click manually to add points where the tool might miss a detail. This flexibility allows you to make precise adjustments as you work. It's important to note that the magnetic lasso tool works best when the contrast between the object and the background is high. If the background is too similar to the object, the tool might struggle to detect the edges accurately. In such cases, you may need to switch to the standard lasso tool or the polygonal lasso tool for better results. Now that you've learned about all three types of lasso tools, let's quickly summarize their uses. The standard lasso tool is ideal for freehand selections and works well for objects with irregular shapes. The polygonal lasso tool is great for straight-edge selections and geometric shapes. The magnetic lasso tool is perfect for selecting objects with well-defined edges and can save you a lot of time on complex selections. That's how you use the lasso tool in Photoshop.